Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to Nutrishiksha Academy. The AIIMS CRE 2026 notification has officially been released, and if you are aspiring to work as a dietitian at AIIMS, then this is one opportunity which you should not miss. In this video, we'll be discussing everything about the eligibility criteria, the selection procedure, number of vacancies, what dates that you should be aware of, as well as what is the syllabus of this examination, how you can prepare for this. So make sure that you watch this video till the end because I'll be also sharing some important tips that can help you prepare strategically for the examination. Right? So let's start without wasting any time. This notification you must have seen this basically a 168-page PDF. So I think it's quite difficult to go through this entire PDF, but in this video, we'll be discussing what all things you need to know in advance before preparing for this examination. So the AIIMS CRE examination, that is the Common Recruitment Examination, the last date for applying and filling the forms is on 3rd July. Okay, so you need to keep the deadline in your mind and the date of CBT, which is again tentative date which they have given to us is from 25th to 27th of July 2026. Right. Now, let's look into where all we have the vacancy for the post of dietitian, assistant dietitian, etc. So when you scroll down this PDF, just scroll it, and you will come at page number 16. Okay. So when you come at page number 16, they talk about the syllabus in detail. Before moving on, before discussing the syllabus, let's first talk about in which all institutes we have the vacancies for the post of dietitian. So now, if you just see, I have highlighted this for you so that you can easily spot when you come to page number 20. Okay. Now, here we have the vacancies for the post of assistant dietitian, okay, as well as dietitian at AIIMS Bhatinda. Then you can see at AIIMS Mangalagiri, AIIMS New Delhi, AIIMS Bhatinda, and they have clearly mentioned the age limit as well. So make sure that you keep in mind the age limit. The pay level is quite good. It's pay level 6, right? So when you come to page 26 of this entire PDF, आप देख पाओगे कि कौन-कौन सी post हैं and they are available at which institute, right? So for the post of assistant dietitian, we have AIIMS Bhatinda, AIIMS Mangalagiri, AIIMS New Delhi है, and then आप अगर देखो तो AIIMS Bhatinda में dietitian की भी post है, and the pay level is again a bit high, pay level 7. AIIMS Bhopal में dietitian की vacancy है, AIIMS Jodhpur हो गया, AIIMS Patna, and then you have AIIMS Raipur, and you even have CNCI Kolkata, and यहाँ पे junior dietitian की vacancy है, right? So make sure that you are looking also at the pay level because for it, the pay level is different. Let's also check the age limit if you are falling within the age limit. Talking about the qualification, see, again, depending on that आप कौन से institute के लिए apply कर रहे हो, right? You have to check for the qualifications as well. Now, for AIIMS Bhatinda, AIIMS Mangalagiri, right, and even for AIIMS New Delhi, the essential qualification is that you should have a master's degree in a full-time mode, ideally in food and nutrition. Okay, distance learning education, you must be aware of the recent rules as well, right? So, अगर आपका distance learning में अगर आपने master's किया है, then no, problem हो सकती है eligibility में, right? So make sure it is in a full-time mode and this is your degree food and nutrition. When we talk about AIIMS Bhatinda, AIIMS Bhopal, तो उसकी AIIMS है इस बार ये बिल्कुल clearly mention किया है. What should be the name of your degree? What should exactly be the name of a degree which qualifies you for a particular institute जहाँ पे आप apply करना चाहते हैं? Example, for the post dietitian's categories, assistant dietitian में MSc Food and Nutrition they have written. If your degree name is MSc Applied Nutrition, MSc Food Science and Nutrition, it's completely fine. Post for dietitian, masters in home science, food and nutrition. Okay, let's say there are few people who masters करते हैं home science, so with a specialization. definite, and making sure that उनके पास 3 years experience है. So here they have mentioned preferably in a 200 bedded hospital. This is something which is extremely important, right? Now, for the post assistant dietitian, यहाँ पे experience थोड़ा कम मांग रहे हैं, 2 years. Again, dietitian, because pre level भी ज़्यादा है, you need 3 years of experience. And with this, it cannot be कि 2 years का है, 2.5 years का है, no. It has to be exactly 3 years, more than, right? Now, also, if your degree is in MSc Food Science and Nutrition, MSc Food and Nutrition Dietetics, MSc Food Service Management and Dietetics, etc., from a recognized university or institute, right? Similarly, they have mentioned the degrees. The certification has been mentioned for AIIMS Jodhpur, AIIMS Patna, right? Even for your CNCI Kolkata as well. So make sure you go through this very well. Now, uh, now there is also one course of warden. ठीक है, तो यहाँ के लिए भी मुझे क्वालिफिकेशन दिया है, वो यही है कि you should be having degree in I mean again from a recognized university, and now let's say you can have a degree in life sciences, you can have a degree in microbiology, okay, the science degree. डिप्लोमा आपके पास होना चाहिए होम साइंस, so it can be a PG diploma as well. So let's say आपने बैचलर्स किया लाइफ साइंस से, but you are holding a PG diploma home science, okay? Then also you are eligible for this. In home science or in nutrition, you are eligible for this particular course. And again, you need to have a good working knowledge of food, right? And you should have 2 years of experience in job which is connected with home sciences, which you are housekeeping. So I'm just letting you know that कौन सी पोस्ट निकाली है एम्स ने हमारी फील्ड के लिए, फील्ड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन एंड डाइटेटिक्स, एंड these are the best option which we have. This time AIIMS has released so many vacancies in different institutes with again everything to three level is quite good. But again, if you look at AIIMS Patinda, AIIMS Bhopal, Jodhpur, Patna, right, then even Raipur, then the three level is really good. Now, this is about the vacancies that you declare. As you scroll down the entire document, you will see for all other posts as well, right? Coming to the syllabus. Now, if you again scroll this document, थोड़ा ऊपर अगर आप जाओगे, just a minute. Okay, so again, just read this document very well, okay? It's very important. Okay. So here, basically, before talking about the syllabus, what we should know is about this pattern of the examination. Okay, the entire examination is going to be a computer-based test, a CBT test, and the duration will be of 90 minutes. आपके पास 100 MCQs होंगे, which will be carrying 400 marks, right? And it will be basically, again, you'll be having four alternatives. It's like MCQ type of thing, जो कि आपको usually हर गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम में देखने को मिलता है. Now, again, all of you are very smart. As you can see, there are 100 MCQs of 400 marks, which means that every question is going to carry 4 marks. Very, very important. Okay, every question is going to carry 4 marks. And here, they have also mentioned that आपको syllabus क्या होने वाला है. So, see, वैसे तो यूजुअली किसी भी गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम में अगर आप देते हो तो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन प्रोफेशनल्स, देयर इज ऑलवेज दिस थिंग दैट आपके पास अपने डोमेन का, अपने मेन सब्जेक्ट का सिलेबस रहता है, राइट? हियर यू हैव एक MCQs which will be related to the domain, which means nutrition, right? Food science and nutrition. ये आपका डोमेन है, यहाँ से 80 MCQs are going to come, right? And 20 MCQs are going to be related to general knowledge, your aptitude, okay? Your basic knowledge of computer, कभी कभार reasoning भी आ जाती है. All of these are going to be there. So this will constitute your 20 MCQs, right? Now, also, now again, see, if you look at it, they have mentioned that the syllabus will be in accordance with education qualification and experience. So you can clearly understand one thing that जो आपका dietitian के post के लिए exam देने वाला है, थोड़ा high level तो हो सकता है, ये हम expect कर सकते हैं as compared to assistant dietitian exam. Now, they have also mentioned that after entire question paper, it will be divided into 5 sections, right? And again, they have also mentioned that there will be like each and every question will be having 18 minutes duration. Each and every section, sorry, will be having 18 minutes duration, right? And each section is going to contain 20 questions, and in 20 questions में आपके जितने भी मतलब ये syllabus which they have mentioned, those questions are going to be there. So there are going to be 5 sections, right? And each of those sections are going to be having 18 minutes duration. And in every section, you're going to have 20 questions, questions on GK, questions of general aptitude, your reasoning, basic knowledge of computer, as well as your syllabus related to your domain subject, right? Now, one very very important thing. So why I'm telling you this because usually हम लोग बस syllabus देखते हैं and we just think that okay I have to prepare for the exam and I'm just going to go and get it. Don't do this mistake. Please read this time very very carefully. Why? Because this is going to be a CBT, right? And this is coming from someone who has written a lot many government exams. So मैं आपको अपने personal experience से बता सकती हूँ कि सीबीटी एग्जाम में दिस इज वन थिंग जो कि एम्स के पेपर में भी है कि अगर आपके सामने एक सेक्शन डिस्प्ले हो रहा है लेट्स से यू हैव सेक्शन ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एंड राइट एंड दैट सेक्शन वन हैज 20 क्वेश्चंस राइट नाउ उस एक सेक्शन की जो ड्यूरेशन होगी वो फिक्स रहेगी राइट एंड वंस दैट ड्यूरेशन इट passes दोबारा उसको एक्सेस नहीं कर पाएंगे मतलब एक बार आपका सबमिट हो गया तो सबमिट हो गया राइट लेट्स जस्ट रीड दिस टुगेदर. Each section will appear one by one during the 90 minutes duration at one time only. So आपका जो पूरा एग्जाम है ठीक है वो 90 मिनट्स का है एक सेक्शन एक बारी में ही आएगा one section will appear just once. You have to attend one section then you have to move on to the next section. So you have to make sure कि आपके पास चांस नहीं होगा वापस आने का. Okay. Access to the visible or the active part to view answer will be disabled after lapse of set duration, which means that एक बार आपके एक set आपके सामने तो चला गया, उसका duration end हो गया, right? That is the reason why they are mentioned that आपके जो 5 sections हैं, each of those 5 sections will be of 18 minutes duration. Once आपके 18 minutes चले गए एक section के, you will not be able to change anything कि नहीं मुझे आंसर चेंज करना है या फिर I want to review this question again. No, you will not be able to do that. So make sure you know this information before appearing for the examination, right? And yes, examination will be submitted automatically after a specified duration. So again, they have mentioned this, to make sure you know this, that you will be allowed only to attend questions in a currently active section, which will remain enabled for a set time, and it will never come back again. Any action after move to the next section. That's what I told you right now. कि अगर आपने एक बार एक section test कर लिया, there will be no return. You can't go back to change any answer or sometimes it's like, I'll be reviewing this answer again. No, you don't have that option. So you have to be very much attentive while you are attempting your paper, right? So that's what they have given. So hence, attempt all the possible questions from the given. And there is no negative marking for this examination, which is, I think, a very good thing. Okay, now, medium of examination again, yes, the examination will be in English as well as in Hindi, right? In short, after the question paper होगा, it will be biology, right? So again, all of this they have mentioned technical domain के बारे में. All this I hope you can go through. This is again so now I hope that all of you are clear with this thing that आपने अगर एक section को attempt कर लिया, there is no coming back to that section again. Now, coming to the mode of language, after the medium of instructions homework, that will be bilingual English and Hindi. Okay, both the languages will be there in your question paper, which will be there in front of you. Now, one thing which is very, very important is, आपको बताना चाहिए, one thing all of us now know that each question is going to carry 4 marks, which means total questions आपके कितने होने वाले हैं, which they have mentioned 100 MCQs होने वाले हैं, and each question is carrying 4 marks. Obviously, the total examination is going to be of 200 marks. Right? Now, what about the negative marking? There will be a negative marking of 1 marks for each wrong answer. That is what you should be aware of. अगर आपको किसी क्वेश्चन में not very much confident, please stick मार्किंग मत लेना. There is going to be a negative marking. Sometimes, आपका स्कोर बहुत अच्छा बन गया होता है, but because of the negative marking, again, your score it goes really down, right? So make sure that you know that there is a negative marking also. And then they have mentioned clearly what are the qualifying marks. Again, 40% for UR, the UR category, EWS, 35% for OBC, 30% for SC marks, right? Plus, they have mentioned other important things which you can just go through this document. Right now, coming to the main topic that is the syllabus कराया. Now see, AIIMS ने आपको in detail को syllabus यहाँ पे mention नहीं किया. Like for example, आपके जो बाकी papers होते हैं, like biology का paper हो गया, even your in your DSSS paper, okay, they usually mention the entire syllabus. मतलब वो आपको properly topics बताते हैं. Now here they have mentioned that the syllabus of domain part will be according to the level of education qualification and experience as mentioned in the qualification. Now, simple language. See, you have done a master's in nutrition, right? So you can expect questions आपके master's level के medium to hard questions आते हैं एम्स के पेपर में. But it doesn't mean that, कि पेपर बहुत मुश्किल होता है. नहीं, paper is not very difficult, but yes, you need to practice, well, you need to revise the important concepts. Now, because you are applying to the medical hospital for the post of assistant dietitian, okay, or for the post of, let's say, dietitian, junior dietitian, या फिर warden, आपका syllabus में food science will be there, okay, which means food and nutrition. That's what they have given. फूड साइंस अगेन आपको रहने वाला है, न्यूट्रिशन साइंस रहने वाला है, डाइट व्हिच बेसिकली मींस आपका क्लिनिकल न्यूट्रिशन इज गोइंग टू बी देयर. ओके, नाउ वन बेस्ट थिंग व्हिच ऑल ऑफ यू कैन डू इज, नाउ आई विल सजेस्ट यू कि अभी एम्स के लेवल के लिए आप सब लोग अपने क्लास खोल के बैठ जाओ. दैट वुड नॉट बी अ वाइज थिंग टू. My suggestion would be that first revise off all your concepts of food science, okay, from your Sri book, ठीक है, because master's level में भी हम उसको यूज करते हैं, even in the bachelor's level. Nutrition again, Sri Lakshmi Nutrition Science is good, or you can even refer to any other book जो आपके master's level में यूज की गई हो, ठीक है, आप उसको यूज कर सकते हो. Again, for clinical nutrition, you can either refer to your Sri Lakshmi book, dietetics तो है ही. Now, cross अगर आपको refer करनी है, okay, then I would suggest you to refer cross to the enteral nutrition and parental nutrition. ओके, न्यूट्रिशन फॉर ईएफ एंड पीएम उसके लिए एक बार क्रॉस आप रेफर कर सकते हो गाइडलाइंस एक्सेट्रा देखने के लिए. बर्न्स टॉपिक जो है उसके लिए यू कैन रेफर टू क्रॉस. अदरवाइज you even have Shubhangini Joshi. You even have your Sri Lakshmi Dietetics book, which is more than enough for you to revise of all the NLT, जितने भी आपके clinical conditions हैं, diseases हैं, disorders हैं, तो उन सबकी amenities अच्छे से अपनी books में बतानी चाहिए. Ideally, you should also know, again, AMDR, okay? How much carbs, how much protein, how much fat, etc. Most of person people आपको पता होनी चाहिए, which obviously they will expect from you being a postgraduate in nutrition, okay? Next thing what I would suggest you is, please go through the dietary guidelines for Indians by ICMR and IIM. It's really going to help you a lot revising of the important concepts. For example, what is the supplementation? Okay, it is given, for example, what is iron folic acid supplementation? It is given to pregnant women, and what is given the adolescent girls. So, ये सब से आपको dosage basically याद होनी चाहिए. Okay. Next important thing what I would suggest you is to please go through the latest RDA, the updated RDA 2024. Again, you can find that on the NIM website. Okay. Wherein आपको RDA की values पता होनी चाहिए, साथ ही साथ आपको EAR भी पता होना चाहिए for all the different activity levels. Make sure you go through it. क्या एक बार इस RDA book को बस go through कर लो. Okay, what is RDA, what is EAR, what is UL, etc. Just revise of all those important concepts. Also, now one important thing I want to highlight, which is not mentioned in the syllabus, is human physiology. If you look at the paper for AIIMS CRE, now you will not be able to find the question paper online. especially for the post for dietitian. Okay, our academy has searched extensively, but वो पेपर आपको कोई वो ही प्रोवाइड कर सकता है. I mean, again, no one can provide you a paper, but someone who has experience, okay, only that person can tell you the type of questions which come in this examination, right? Make sure that आप थोड़ा सा अपना human physiology भी revise off करें. Now, with human physiology, what I mean is revise of the questions which are related to your for example, topics like your cardiovascular system, okay? आपका GI tract हो गया, your digestive system, respiration, okay? और nervous system, basic things जो बिल्कुल इसी I would say आप even NCERT class 10 NCERT और ideally it would be better to refer to class 12 NCERT. उस level तक भी अगर आप एक बार बस देख लो, is also going to help you a lot for the physiology portion जो आता है. There are questions which they ask. Even biochemistry से दूसरे क्वेश्चन वो लोग पूछ लेते हैं about glycolysis, gluconeogenesis, okay, things about lactic acid, etc. Even ATP. Okay, so make sure that ensure जो भी आपका मास्टर्स का सिलेबस है एक बार आप उसको गो थ्रू कर रहे हो. पब्लिक हेल्थ के क्वेश्चंस some of you ask me पब्लिक हेल्थ के क्वेश्चंस इतने डिटेल में नहीं पूछते हैं. As such they don't ask you, but yes, at least you should know that what is iron folic acid dosage which was given in the AMB program, okay, anemia मुक्त program. वो सब आपको पता होना चाहिए. तो anemia मुक्त भारत program इनको कर लेना उसके बारे में भी. Rest, my suggestion to all of you would be that um, third time though in the revision part because all of you have already done your marks. So it's not going to be very difficult. Even if you are working, then also you can, devote some time to revise of your concepts and side by side try to solve some question papers also online या फिर आप कोई भी PG level की book भी refer कर सकते हो. You can even refer to your this thing, your CUET PG home science book. Our academy has released it wherein you will find topics like home science composition, आपको physiology भी देखने को मिलेगी जहाँ से आप कुछ section practice कर सकते हैं. Otherwise, we have a good news for all of you. We are soon going to start mock test series or a practice test series for all of you, where we will be discussing the important AIIMS, important questions which when they ask in the AIIMS exam, sometimes ask very practical diet-related questions as well. Okay, all of those questions we are going to practice, and how are we going to do that? So we are going to refer to different other examinations जिनका pattern similar होता है your AIMS examination, right? So just stay tuned, everyone. And that's all what I'm going to discuss with all of you. Make sure आप एग्जाम को टाइम से आप फॉर्म को फिल कर दो. Okay, tomorrow is the last day. 3rd July is the last day for filling this examination. If you are fitting into the eligibility criteria and if you really want to get into the AIIMS, I would suggest you that start your preparation from today itself. And if you have any doubts, feel free to reach out to us. Our official WhatsApp number is also there in the description box. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice day.